This video introduces the concept of treks. A trek is simply an undirected path with no colliders. Consider the undirected paths in this causal graph between education and taxes. The first is a directed path from education to income to taxes. The second is not a directed path. The first undirected path is a trek because there are no colliders on the path. All directed paths are treks, as directed paths have no colliders. The second undirected path is not a trek, as happiness is a collider on the path. Now consider the undirected paths between happiness and taxes. The first is not a directed path, but it is a trek, as there are no colliders on the path. The second is also a trek for the same reason. Both of the treks between happiness and taxes are undirected paths in which there is a common cause of the endpoints. In the first, education is the common cause, and in the second, income is the common cause. Isolating the graph to just education, income, and happiness illustrates that treks come in two varieties, directed paths or common causes. For example, there are two treks between happiness and income. The first is a directed path from income to happiness. The second is due to a common cause. Generally, only treks produce association between two variables. Both treks between happiness and income produce association. And this is, by the way, the reason that association is not causation. If we know that two variables are associated, all we know is that there is a trek between them, but not what kind of trek. A directed path, which is causation, or a common cause. Continuing, although there is an undirected path between education and height, it is not a trek, and thus it does not produce association. So to review, treks are undirected paths with no colliders, and only treks produce association.